I'm Chris Berman. Well, let's get straight to the action. In our first game this week, we had the Broncos come away with a 2-point nail-biting win. We had an interesting free agency pickup of note here. Trey's got the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris. Let's switch gears and talk about players that'll have new homes in the National Football League, as free agency continues to play such a huge role in determining a team's makeup. Jermaine Haley is going to find himself with a new club, and he'll be in a new tax bracket too. 4 years, $3.3 million. Nick Goings will also be locked up for a while as he signs a healthy 6-year contract with the Jets. This guy is on the move as he gets a contract for what can only be referred to as crazy money. 6 years, $2.9 million. Khalid Abdullah will also be locked up for a while as he signs a healthy 6-year contract with the Bears.
Reggie Williams stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. Terry Glenn pulled down 100-plus receiving yards and helped his 49ers beat the Saints. In a long-standing AFC rivalry, we had the Ravens pick up their first win of the year. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Boomer, thanks. This week had some big injuries, and we'll get to all of them, but we're going to start right here. Javon Walker sticks out on this list as one of the more costly injuries. Doctors confirming the worst this week, a torn hamstring, and that'll put him out for 8 weeks. On to the serious news of the week. Michael Lewis is done for the year as he's been placed on injured reserve, and as the quarterback of the defense, his loss will certainly be felt. So that'll do it for now. Chris, let's send it back to you.
Down in the deep south of Atlanta, we had the Falcons fall by 10 points. Down in Texas Stadium, we had the Cowboys come away with a decisive 10-point win. The Texans booted in 3 field goals in their victory at Ford Field. The Bills won on the road and will head into their bye week on a high note. Jerry Azuma stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. In a long-standing NFC rivalry, we had the Giants pick up their first win of the year. Troy Edwards pulled down 100-plus receiving yards and helped his Buccaneers beat the Seahawks. Down in the sunny skies of Arizona, we had the Cardinals come away with a decisive 10-point win. Up at Lambeau Field, we had the Packers come away with a 7-point win. The Jets' defense came away with 3 turnovers in their victory at Qualcomm Stadium. The Colts won on the road and will now head home to meet the Packers. And in our final game, we had the Eagles come away victorious. So, 2 weeks into the books here on ESPN, here's my prime time performers for week number 2, and each is going to get a game ball. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.